Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game! When we last left off, that happened. You ran into a trap. The party takes 10 points of damage. Eek! There are traps down here. Yeah, that really hurt. Let's hope there aren't too many more of them. It took us a while, but we have finally found some dungeon hazards. Grunts. These traps are already annoying me. Grumble, grumble. It'd be nice if we could find a way to disarm them or get around them. Alright, left. Then right. I should heal just in case. I'll just do the thing. We just got a handy new spell that lets us infinitely recover our MP, so long as we have enough for the initial casting at least. By the way, these traps cannot actually kill you. You cannot be dead outside of battle. We would, at worst, be reduced to 1 HP. But my immediate concern is, if we're finding an all-important spell book this way, there might be some sort of monster guarding it. Turns out there wasn't. Alright, let's have it. Ooh, another book! This one is A Breeze of Magic. Jareth, check it out. Alrighty. Hey, you better be careful. That breeze might blow you up into the sky, and then you'll just fall to your death. Jareth opens the book. Jareth learned the wind spell, Mirage. The book disappears. Awesome! Check this out. It's a spell that fools any traps in the area into thinking you're not there. I am already this spell's biggest fan. Yeah, coolness. With this spell, I can safely get us through this trapped dungeon. Mirage. A breeze of wind magic fools traps into thinking you're not there. Cost 10 MP. Good thing we have an easy way to recover that. Alright, well, let's try it out right now. And with that, we get a little icon showing that the traps won't affect us no more. So, just as a test, let's go back to where there were traps, and I should be able to safely pass through them without taking any damage. And in fact, it seems that they're just not doing anything. Cool. But for some reason, I was expecting them to trigger but only cause 0 damage? Maybe there's another disarming type of trap that I'm thinking of that's like that. Either that or my memory is just off. Mandela effect, perhaps? So if I keep on going this way, what do we find? Also, I'm kind of surprised we didn't find any dungeon hazards along the way already. Not necessarily traps, but even just puzzles I'm surprised we haven't found yet. I halfway expected to find some boulders that I need to blow up in the Raba mines. Oh. Okay, what have we got here? We got a giant. We also got a vulture in the back. Oh! This is a boss-like enemy without a buffer in the back. They are both attacking enemies. Okay, the giant is wind elemental. Gonna go after Fibs. Likewise with the ant. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. So... I guess first we're actually gonna go after... the mantis. Yeah. Ha! So that's going to be a concern for Glisa. She's going to take another hit along the way. How do I want to handle this, actually? Well, there's a couple of ways I want to try this, actually. Alright, don't have to worry about that attacking now. So... fire. And... I want to try something. And it's going to cost us a turn, so I'm going to cast Aura on Glisa so she's not taking as much damage. And Jareth's turn... I want to try Siphon, because I haven't actually really tried this. This is supposed to take away magic, but what I'm wondering is, does it absorb magic? Does it steal it? Wait, did I use the correct spell? I don't think I used the correct spell. Okay, Glisa, you're gonna be taking another hit because I want to continue this experiment. But, yeah, I feel like I was highlighting the wrong option. Unfortunately, the cursor doesn't let me know whether I was on the right option. This is definitely Siphon. We're definitely stealing your magic. I mean, we're not stealing it, we're just getting rid of it. Alright. I was just thinking maybe Jareth would possibly steal the magic and give it to himself. But no, that's not actually the case. What threw me off is that looked like Jareth's wind attack, and that looked like just damage that we caused to it. It was the same number, the same colored number as regular damage. So it was kind of hard to tell whether I mistakenly chose the wrong spell or not. Meanwhile, the Vulture is defending because I wound up stealing all of its MP and it cannot physically attack while the monster was in front of it. But now it can. Not that it did any good. Alright, let's go ahead and finish this off. I said... let's go ahead and finish this off. Oh boy. Well, that wasn't actually too difficult. Just struggled a bit because I couldn't really tell what was going on. Alright, what have we got here? Nope, nothing useful here. I see a spell over there, though. Treasures first. Jareth opened the chest. I don't know why I'm reading that. And we have room for that. I forget where I use an item, but I'll take it. I really did use some items, huh? Yeah, I got plenty of room now. When did I use items? I forget. Oh, maybe there's something good over here. I can't help but notice that the icon for disarming traps is a bit faded now. And now it's doing that. So, BT dubs, the disarming spell eventually wears out. So we gotta continue to cast it. Oh, I didn't recover all of my MP yet. Give me a moment. Speaking of that disarming spell, by the way, let's look at that description instead. For a moment. Let's look at that description for a moment. I do not know why I said instead. A breeze of wind magic fools traps into thinking you're not there, implying that the traps are sentient. Gets the point across, though. More books! Just what I like to see. This one is a magical storm. Jareth, go for it! This is what I've been waiting for. Eager grin. Open the books, arcane words, and Jareth has learned Tempest. And the book disappears. Yes! Fear me, monsters! I command the power of fierce windstorms! Mwahaha! Blinks. Is anyone else growing a little concerned about him? Just a little? Well, it just turned out that Jareth is going to be the surprise final boss or something like that. I mean, yeah, I beat the game, so I would know if he was the final boss or not. And I certainly wouldn't spoil the surprise. Right? Okay, there's still a stairway behind us, but let's find out where the rest of these paths lead. To another stairway, apparently. And if my sense of direction is correct, this is going to lead us back to the start of this section. Yep. It should be noted, by the way, there is no visual indicator or anything that traps lie in wait. There are probably a half-dozen traps in that direction or more, but we never encountered them because we disarmed them. We also didn't have any way of walking around them, not in these narrow passages. If one were to make use of traps without having a disarm spell, there would need to be some sort of visual indicator that got added. Some sort of clue placed for the player, so that the player might be able to walk around them. And also give the player room to walk around them. Oh, we still have some regular encounters amidst all the bosses. Or the boss-likes. Oh, and we got this new Tempest spell. Let's try it out! Wind versus... well, all the enemies here are wind, with the obvious exception of the shadow. Well, we won't see this at its full power, because this will be neutral damage, but... that's still good damage. You know, I have no reason to use physical attacks at this point. Our weapons are just going to be... Our magic is going to be stronger than our weapons. And we don't have to worry about missing with our magic. You'll cause weak damage against these wind enemies, so go after the shadow. And... thinking on it, we've seen these enemies a bunch in this dungeon already. We're probably not necessarily going to see anything new with them. So a fight like this, I don't necessarily need to show off. And with the spells that I have now, I'm pretty much just going to wail on these guys. Alright, just as a confirmation, Glaze is almost out of MP. Reservoir requires 4 MP. Oh, I can press or hold triangle to see the exact amount of points required. So yeah, 4 MP. I'll use one of these on Kristana, and suddenly unable to cast it. I do in fact need the initial 4 MP in order to cast it, even though it takes away the 4 MP after the cast is made. Which is why Glaze finds herself perpetually down 4 MP after using it on herself. Okay, what are our prizes? There's nothing special here. Well, that's nothing special. Wait. Okay. Our prizes aren't in this room. They are... upstairs? Downstairs? I forget which way I came from. I think I came from upstairs. Probably, considering the door hasn't been opened yet. So this is a new path. I know what this is! We have reached the dungeon proper! And we need some kind of key. I'm probably going to need to come back with the key. Unless the key is further ahead. Not in there. I will say, Phoenix Feather is still handy to have. We don't necessarily have a revive spell yet. Alright, well the key was not in there, so you're gonna have to kind of come back. I do notice that that spell is about to wear out. I'm kind of curious how far I can get before it does. I'm also curious where some of the other traps are. And I'm willing to take the damage because... well, I can easily recover all this MP. So there's a stairway there. Oh, and also I know that there's no more enemies on this floor. I've already defeated them all. Yeah, definitely glad that I talked to the fortune teller, so I knew where to find that spell. Going through this would have been kind of obnoxious if I didn't know about that spell. There, now everyone's MP is recovered. I forgot to do that. Now this is going even deeper. now we got a traditional boss-like configuration. On that note, has anybody else noticed that it kind of feels like we're fighting the same battles in each dungeon? I mean, it seems like ever since Jedness the Temple, there has always been a buffer in the back in just about every battle. And along the way, we are encountering a set of boss-likes who all basically do the same thing, actually. They only do a physical attack on whoever they are strongest against. Who did I just attack? Attack the vulture. We don't need the vulture attacking. Actually, no, I should be focusing on the shadow. Well, now you have plenty of reason to focus on the shadow. One thing that I think would help with the fights is if more enemies had more attacks. If enemies had multiple attacks in their disposal, that would definitely keep me on my toes. Like, imagine if the giants had both physical and magic attacks. It might attack Jareth like it did now, or it might cast a spell against Glacia. As for the shadows, instead of being another reskinned treant, give it a haste spell. Heck, put 2 shadows in the back. Suddenly, these giant encounters feel fresh, and not just a repeat of the boss-likes we fought in the past 2 dungeons. But as it is now, yeah, we've definitely been here before. Variety definitely makes things more interesting. For what it's worth, though, I'm still enjoying my time battling through this game. Definitely a lot more than I was on normal difficulty. Oh well, from what I remember, the final dungeon is going to have a couple of twist battles in it. So, there's something to look forward to. Courtroom key. That's the boss key. Unlocks the courtroom in Titauthum Palace. I am 90% certain that is the boss key. Goes to the locked door back on the first floor. Well, we still got another thing to find in here, so let's go ahead and find that real quick. Oh, right. I should probably cast that disarm spell again after I heal. Don't use up all your MP. I mean, I got plenty of MP healing items, so no big deal if I did. This section is looking like it's going to be a bit longer than I expected. Definitely seems to be the biggest dungeon so far. Ah, there we go. Knew I had to find that thing somewhere. Cell key. Unlocks dungeon cells in Titauthum Palace. I might as well go ahead and finish this up. Now then, that is all the time we have for today. Next time, we'll check out what is in the dungeon cells. There is also another stairway I have yet to check out, probably with the third and final of the boss-likes in this dungeon. And speaking of bosses, we'll be fighting the next dragon next time. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Oink!